your morning kicks. Get up on your feet, kick down the negatives. Get up on your feet, get ready for your life tips. Cause we ride all the positives. Yes, we ride all the positives in life.
Good morning, listeners. This is the Morning Kick Show, and of course, you're listening to the voice of Amija. How are you guys doing? How is everybody? Canada, Africa, UK, the whole of Caribbean on the talk to me now. How no do? Of course, a lot of love and respect goes out to everyone, and I must mention a big up to all our heroic health workers, those on the front line. Thank you so much for being there for the country at this time, for your community, for our families. Enough respect, enough big up. Boy, may I tell you, listen, enough things are going, but we're gonna have some good time on the Morning Kick Show right now. And I'm gonna go for Afrobeat to this episode. Right now we're dropping it, yeah, of course, by Burna Boy. Hey. That's it. Get your vibes, you know.
This one I better do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did da. Dada cover my face, calling me la ba down. Biggie man, we know they wear a ba da. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and keep myself. So anything when I do, I try to do on my way. I can't come and keep myself. Plenty so far we face. Just to make sure money day. But my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, this morning's episode is coming from Talk the Truth. How many times have you heard your family members say it, or even you have said it? But sometimes we say, Talk the truth with God love. Well, I want to explore the truth on today's show. What is the truth? Is it your truth, her truth, or there's another realm of the truth? And who really knows the truth about anything? Boy, I leave that one up to you to decipher. But right now, we're still dropping some beats. We're still dropping the Afrobeat. We're loving the energy. Bless up Africa. I want to bless up the whole of the world right now. We're coming together as one, and we're vibing on the Morning Kick Show on Soul Kitchen International Radio. So make sure you follow your girl Amija on Instagram. Follow the page The Morning Kick Show on Instagram as well. And of course, keep it locked to Soul Kitchen International Radio, because them have the vibes right now. So guess what? I'm gonna pull up. This is gonna be fun, by the way. I want to ask Afrobeat about Joanna. You know what I mean? So only him alone know about this Joanna. So Afrobeat, tell the truth, man. Afrobeat, tell the truth with God love right now. Who is this Joanna? Our Joanna DSR? Yeah. Hold up, Afrobeat.
Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey Joanna. Joanna. Ay. Hey. How you gonna play me like Drogba? How you gonna do me like Drogba? Oh, DJ Drogba. busy body, busy tonight. Mad. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh. Hey, life, hey. How you do me like Joanna?
Joanna, if you're listening, listen right now. You want to go talk to Afrobeat because he's singing about it. Joanna, word of the man. It's from the truth, yeah?
Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Joanna. 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 Why you do me just like that? I go give you all my loving. Love me too, I love you back. Joanna. You be the man, them sugar. Man, them sugar. Oh, hey. Give me your goodie bag, I want your goodie bag, baby. Mad. Give me your goodie bag, I want your goodie bag, baby. Big package, hey. How do I manage? Hey, you gon' make me turn savage. Hey, body cause damage. Hey, Joanna, Joanna. How you do me like hey, Joanna? Hold your butts up.
Alright, Joanna, we're not troubling anymore. I mean, you alone know the truth. Afro know the truth, and the world is no part of the truth. But of course, we are certainly enjoying ourselves with that awesome beat, awesome rhythm, and really the Mr. Lyrical on that. But right now, listeners, talk the truth. How many times have you heard persons make reference to the truth? As a matter of fact, here in Jamaica, we love say, talk the truth we got love. As if to say that what the person didn't say a while ago was not the truth. I want to explore what is the truth. What is it that we understand truth to be? You know, if we look on Wikipedia, it will tell us that, boy, it's just, this means being in accordance with fact or reality or fidelity to an origin or standard. And it will go further to tell us that, boy, truth is an idea of truth of self. And that I believe it stands out the most for me, because if I ask anyone right now to define what is the truth, what do we understand truth to be, I'm curious as to the varying meanings that persons would say. As a matter of fact, make we ask the people, what truth mean? What you mean when you say the truth? What is that? Alright, make we hear from them now. Drop it in a video.
Well, the truth for me, my perspective, the truth is really, speaking facts. Because of course, things that are factual are things that can be proven. And I mean, if it can be proven, then based on reasoning, you say that is the truth. So in my estimation, that is what truth is. Speaking the facts. No embellishment, no tailoring, no adjustment whatsoever. Just raw facts. Because as human, we tend to try to, skew the facts, so to speak. Or we want to, tailor what we're going to say to someone, trying our best not to hurt their feeling. But doing all of that, you may basically alter the truth. So in that case, it's no longer the truth. You understand? Because you're holding back some amount of information, or you're taking away from the information. So it's not the full truth. That's where people have said, tell me the full truth. You understand? I don't know, you can tell half truth or partial truth, but the truth for me is just not holding back, just presenting the hard facts. This is what it is. Like it or not, you figure out a way now how to deal with it. And I really appreciate someone who actually just speak the truth. Let me worry about how me I go process that truth after you present it to me.
Boy, I love that definition of the truth. Thank you so much for sharing. But let me ask a question. Tell me, can there be truths that are not scientifically proven or without any hard facts? Can there be? I'm gonna reach out to this listener and ask him to share again further on that question. Can't there be truths that are not scientifically proven or without any hard facts. Let's hear what he has to say as it relates to that.
Well, that's a trick question, because I mean, it all comes down to trust, you know, and credibility, you know, because if somebody is going to say something, you know, and then they say this is the truth, and you, as the recipient, you know, would want to say, all right, I can accept that this is the truth, then I mean it speaks to the level of trust you have in that person, how credible the person is, that you're going to just listen to what they're presenting without even questioning what they're presenting, to come to that conclusion that yes, this person is actually truthful. So that would basically speak now to the credibility of the source that the so-called truth is coming from.
Well, the people have spoken, and we certainly have heard. You all, I know you have so much more definitions to the truth, and I'm sure many of us agree with what the people have said, but we're going to explore the truth from a different angle. The ugly truth, maybe, who knows? But right now, I'm going to invite Dean Fraser, our own reggae icon, the saxophonist who represents across the globe the reggae music, who continues to play his instrument so great that we all can just say, boy Dean, play us some saxophone please, and soothe the hearts of the people. But right now him not playing the music, him got talk to it, and he's gonna be sharing with us about the truth. Dean, welcome to the Morning Kick Show.
I'm fine.
I have a question for you, Dean. We're putting together the show, right? And the question came about as to what is the truth? Everybody keep telling me about the truth. Tell me the truth where God love. And what am I talking about, Dean?
What you talking about?
What is the truth? What does that mean? What they're asking us for?
What truth? What are they asking?
Yeah, what
Just
is that?
truth?
Yeah, what is the definition of truth? When people say, tell me the truth where God love, what do they mean?
Oh, well, I think they want to hear something from you where convince them of whatsoever them imagine, or whatsoever them they, what is the right word to use now? Whatsoever them imagine is truth to them, right? So usually a man tell you the truth, it's usually something that he thinks that it's the truth, and him just want to hear somebody else say it.
So them not really want the truth then?
Not necessarily, because half of them can't deal with the truth.
True. If you see how you taught the truth a while ago, I can easily say, boy, that is true.
Yeah.
I wonder if that lies within my perspective as to I know that I can deal with every truth, you know, so I can relate to that, so I grab that as truth.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I guess so, because you see, truth can only be truth. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't smear it, you know. You can't do nothing to it. That's why people call it the plain truth.
Right.
So it's not something that you can hijack or toss up and all them kind of things, because that usually not necessarily is the truth. And the truth also can be told by anybody.
Ah.
Can
I ask you a question, Dean?
Mm-hmm.
Because as we talk about the matter of truth, there are some principles that I want person to stay true to, that I believe that is what will change the ideology of the her truth, your truth, my truth, and the truth. And earlier you mentioned that persons tend to say what other persons want to hear, just so they can be either convinced of, or just it is related to their ideology or their perception of what the situation is.
Yes, they feel at home to it, yes.
Right. How do we change that perception right now on air?
It's not going to change.
Boy, that's the ugly truth.
That's the it's simple as that. It's not going to change because you see, people, you have perception and you have truth.
Uh-huh.
You understand me? And a person can just set up where they want. Like for instance, I kill a man up the road, and I come to you now and I don't tell you say I killed the man, you know, which is truth, right? I tell you, say, boy, you just go up the road and you see this man and him start look for your way and him look like he would have a knife and him look like he would attack you and you defend yourself, so you lick him down and when him drop you run and leave him. When in fact you did go up the road and you and the man did have something a long time and you see the man and you just rush the man and kill him, but then when you want to tell somebody now, say you killed the man, not accepting the truth that you killed the man and not telling somebody the truth that you killed the man, you create something near the truth to tell somebody to believe you and believe that that is the truth, that you really killed the man, and it's not, so it go.
So what we do is we're fabricating all the truth to just
right. So you're right. You fabricate a whole thing. So truth is not always the truth, you know.
What a contradiction!
Yes, it does. Everything. It don't contradict itself.
You know, I was reading something, Dean, and I have to mention it because what you explained was the matter of the anti-life. The anti-life that relates to us fabricating and trying to make things look as if that is what we want the truth to be. When really and truly, the pro-life, which is what actually happened, the reality, we try to hide from that in many circumstances.
I think maybe 70% of the time, that's what we do.
We live in our anti-life.
Because we can't see it truth. We're going right back to where we did there. The thing is that, you know, you have people who come up to you and say, tell me the truth. So a man cheat on him girl and him girl know say him did go cheat with that girl and him girl confront him and say, tell me the truth. And the man said, no, I just said, tell me the truth, talk the truth. And she knows that if the man talk the truth, she can't deal with it. You understand what I said to you? And then guess what now? The man to know say if him talk the truth, him can't deal with it neither, you know.
Because she gonna left him.
Because she gonna left him and truth him not really want that. So, he might talk something when not truthful.
But right? don't you think as human, if we're intending to rise up a nation of responsible young people, who are deemed to be responsible human beings and rational beings, ought we not to face up to the truth though?
Yes, but it won't work. It won't work.
Why are you telling us the ugly truth on air today, dear?
No, it won't work, Bill. The situation still, the whole of that truthful situation will someday, sometime, some minute, some second be untrue. And it just, that is just the truth. Because there's a time when you cannot speak the truth. Not that you're lying, but you can't speak the truth.
You know what? I think I'm going to go on a break for that one because I want to come back on how you can speak the truth, but you're not lying, because that seemed like something very interesting for us to talk about on air. So hold on, Dean Fraser. Don't move. Stay on the line. We have to come back on this one. Right now, listeners, you're still listening to the Morning Kick Show. We're about to take a short break with some more Afrobeat. Line up just for you. Nice. Oh.
Everybody put your hand up. If you know, say you know no defeat.
I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
Put your one hand up. If you know, say you cannot be stopped.
I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
Doesn't matter what the situation. Go say or go tell you.
I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
Make this bold confession in the face of Wahala.
I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
God is there, my side, oh. He will never leave, oh. And I'm an overcomer. I don't know defeat, oh. Everything I do, every word I say, everything I touch, I just a winner. Everywhere I go, everywhere I am, everything I do, I just a winner. Nothing is impossible with God on my side. Oh.
I'm a winner, I'm a winner.
Come rain or shine, I will be on top. Oh.
I'm a winner.
I'm winning in the morning, winning in the afternoon or night.
Alright, Dean Fraser, are you there?
Yes, man, we're there.
Boy, blessings. Listeners, earlier we were talking about the truth, the perception of it. What is it? And, you know, to be very honest, our great saxophonist has made mention of something we'll have to go back to, because he mentioned that, listen, sometimes I can't tell the truth at that particular time, but that not means we're necessarily a lie. So guess what? Dean, explain to us what you mean by that, because that's going to be your truth.
Yeah, well, it's simple, you know. Like, for instance, you have, let's say you have you're your wife, I want to have 2 picnic.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, you have an outside picnic. And you can't tell your wife at that moment that you have the outside picnic. But 10 years down the line, when the outside picnic come of age and
Surface.
the surface just goes and bust wide open, you're going to have to tell the truth. So even though your wife is hear about it 10 years prior to that, and I said to you, say, why? You know, some of the little thing I go, you say, why are you mad? And thing, and you untruthfully convince your wife, say, that is not true. Right?
So,
but then
Dean,
10 years.
Let me get an understanding. It's almost like you are agreeing to the silence of the truth being okay and it not necessarily being a lie because you have silenced it.
Right. And truth be told, I guess it's something that I have done. Like I do something and you ask me about it, and instead I just said to you, say, yeah man, we just keep silent.
But wouldn't deception be a lie and not necessarily anything of the principle of truth? So
yes. But then we go back to the original argument of people won't be able to face the truth at the time, right? Because me and you can know the truth now, you know, I can't deal with it, but we can't deal with it tomorrow, you know.
So we just delay the process.
Yes, we can't deal with it right now, but we can deal with it tomorrow. So the truth then never really did come out today. That's why they carry a court and drill you, you know. Because then drill you and you tell something near the truth yesterday. And then when you come tomorrow, you tell the truth. And then them say, and how them find out say you tell the truth today is that them say to you, well, yesterday I know that you did say. You understand what I said to you? So you see how the thing just go east, west, north, south, until the truth come out.
But tell me the truth now, Dean. You know, since mankind needs some real wake-up call, so then people can start tell the truth than being liars, than being deceptors in the eye of our children and our young people. We still want to eradicate violence and we want to eradicate all of these things. So we must start tell the truth and be transparent.
Yes, but the truth is it will never happen.
Me not like that ugly truth there, because I believe...
Me know, nobody likes it, but that is just the truth. It will never happen. You understand what I say? And I think, sir, to clear up with society and make we lives better and all them kind of thing there. I personally think, sir, that not really more morals and way of life, because... you will be surprised where a lot of things that are not true are coming from.
That's what you're saying.
You understand what I said to you?
Yeah.
You will be surprised, because we so-called society that we live in, right? You have the little man who don't have nothing, who are trying to tell the truth and realize, but the big man we have enough, tell enough lie and reach so, and then him one of them we are trying to instill the truth by me.
Right.
And him not tell the truth. So the truth is one big mix up.
One big mix up, of course it is. Boy, Dean, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I don't want you going away yet tonight. Wait, are you at the studio working now?
No studio. No studio today.
You're at home? Social distancing?
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Right thing to do.
Well, on that note, listeners, we must hear more from the man himself, Dean Fraser, because we want to know what he has been up to, what he has been doing within this time, but more so, we love the fact that he's sharing the ugly truth right now on the Morning Kick Show, and whether we like it or not, this is what's happening. The question is, what are you going to be doing differently to set a better trend for our children, for our young people, and for the communities at large? Stay with us on the Morning Kick Show. When we come back, we'll have our final wrap-up with Dean Fraser with us. Blessings. Will soon come once again.
Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. And nothing just control it. It's in my blood now. Thank God I made it. Oh, we now by the spirit. And nothing just control. Down on the building. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. This one's in my blood, yeah. It's in my blood now. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. This one's in my blood, yeah. Hey. Oh Lord, I made it. Oh, we know by the spirit. And nothing just control it. It's in my blood now. Oh Lord, I made it. Oh, we know by the spirit. And nothing just control it. It's in my blood now. Yeah. Thank God I made it. Thank God I made it. This one is in my blood. I made it. Thank God I made it. Thank God I made it. Thank God I made it. I'm on by His grace. I made it. Thank God it's in my blood. It's in my blood. This one is in my blood. Yeah, it's in my blood. Just put on your lace. Rolls Royce with a match of the place. I'm on by His grace. This one pass human race. So I said I run my race. Baba God don't give me grace. Now we run this place. See me fresh like Pastor Chris. I got too good in the look face. Superstar now we be number one. One by one we gonna carry the go. Every day we rise to the top. Oh. Thank God I made it. Oh, we know by the spirit.
I must say, I didn't see the truth turning out to be one ugly truth, But of course, Dean Fraser shedding more so what's happening, the reality of truth in our society. And we are now called to a higher place as to where do we stand? What part are we playing as it relates to the truth? Dean, you still there with us?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Boy, the last thing you said, which have me even still in thought. Truth is just a one big set of mix-up.
You're right, straight.
Expound on that for us, please. Expound on truth being that one big mix-up.
Well, you have situation. You have to realize that you have situation where it is just it is the dead truth. But then, as I was saying before, the minute you say this is the truth, bam, 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 people just go and say to you, no, sir, that's not true at all. Then now, you understand what I'm saying to you? Then now you have the situation now where you just tell somebody a lie and you just run with that as the truth. You understand? So you're in a situation where the truth is always not necessarily the truth at that moment.
I can't believe we have to be putting the truth into a box with a time on it.
Yes.
I thought truth should be a free thing, just like how the air, the atmosphere blows. That's how truth should be flowing in and out of our atmosphere.
Yes, it's supposed to be all these gases that we use and thing, but the truth is just something that we use and misuse every day, like a lot of things that we need. Right? So this morning, you get up and within yourself, you say, boy, say, truth is, me shouldn't cut off the lady yesterday. But yesterday, when you was cussing the lady,
you never did that thing about that, eh?
Nobody couldn't tell you, say. That's another truth you do, another right thing you do.
Right.
You understand what I say? But then, today now, after you sit in and you look on it and you check what go on and everything, you start say, so the truth, really truthfully, me never did have to say nothing to the lady then. And that is how the thing goes, you understand me? So, sometimes, even though we said the truth will set you free, and the truth will this and the truth will that, much man truth send go to prison?
Yeah, G.
You understand what I say to you? Yeah, man.
Certainly do.
Yep.
So we are now baffled, Dean, with whether or not truth set us free or truth imprison us. I mean,
no, well, look here. Just all you have to be is just be very careful of when you decide that, look here, this is true and this is the time that I should say yes, it is true. But
well, I can agree that there requires a sense of wisdom in the way we go about speaking of the truth, so that we actually get the expected outcome of the situation.
That is so true.
So I can agree with you on this time span. I never really looked at it that way, but it's interesting. It is because, as you say, timing is more everything, right? And as we are saying, and as we have been saying that, when time comes for the truth come out at the right time, I think people just say that because they just want a pill to swallow for their wrongdoings. I mean,
of course.
Opinion.
Of course.
As we look at this and we're dissecting the truth and how we as people have been operating over these years, I think it's time for us who are listening on the Morning Kick Show to take some stands. How about we starting with ourselves, Dean, by not necessarily delaying truth, by not necessarily practicing unethical truth. I'm not even sure if that's even a term, but I'm dropping it there.
Right.
Because I think it's important that we learn how to manage or face up to truth, because that's the only way we can say we are mature beings. That's the only way I believe that we can say yes, we can effectively add to society, because we understand the discomfort that truths face, but we also understand that we must face up to it. What do you say about that?
What me say about that is, first, what we need to do is to start live the truth.
Live it, yes.
Yes, you see, we can talk everything, and it's not necessarily, this thing is not necessarily, boy, make we talk the truth. See, what we must really do is live it. You understand me? And if we try to live it, then I think it will be much easier. You understand me? Because not living the truth is to me is quite difficult. That is why we have to tell lie more time. Right? But if we live the truth, if we try and live the truth, then because if you live it, then you will speak it, and you will speak it every day. You know, I speak it as much as possible, more than just trying to speak the truth.
I love the fact that you said talk. Nobody would have taught the talk, no. Start walk the walk, no.
Yes, make we live it.
The truth of God love. Tell me the truth.
Yes, that is more of a way of dealing with it, and an easier. I mean, if you live the truth, you will be able to deal with it on an easier level.
Well, you know, Nadine Sutherland say action, not a bag of mouth. So in this case about the truth, we were really saying, let's start acting it. Let's start being the truth.
Yeah, man.
Our everyday life, you know?
Man. Live it.
Boy, I love what you said that though. So, what's going on with Dean? As a matter of fact, let me take a break on this, Dean. We're somewhat over the time for another break on the show. But when we come back, we want to talk about Dean Fraser. What has he been up to from the start of 2020? And with all this change, what can we expect for the rest of the year? Give me a few more minutes, but we'll come back to you, Dean. But let's just take this break. Right now, we're dropping more Afrobeat on the rhythms. I hope you're loving it. I hope you're staying safe at home. Blessings to all our heroic health workers. We are grateful for every opportunity to serve you right now on Soul Kitchen International Radio. We'll soon come back with much more niceness.
When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. I'm not worried about a thing, 'cause I know you are guiding me. Where you lead me, Lord, I will go. I have no fear, 'cause I know who's in control. There's no limit to what you can do, 'cause it all belongs to you. Yes, it all belongs to you. You're almighty and all powerful, and it all belongs to you. Yes, it all belongs to you. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. 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 I'm not worried about a thing, 'cause I know you are guiding me. Where you lead me, Lord, I will go. I have no fear, 'cause I know who's in control. There's no limit to what you can do, 'cause it all belongs to you. Yes, it all belongs to you. You're almighty and all powerful, and it all belongs to you. Yes, it all belongs to you. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes, nobody can say no. When Jesus says yes.
So welcome back, Dean, to the Morning Kick Show, of course. So we had a very, I would say that conversation that took life this morning. You know, the truth. So many times we explore the truth from an end of perception, but not necessarily the truth.
That's right.
We are imploring persons to stop just talk the truth. Stop telling us to tell the truth and start living the truth.
That's right.
Dean, what have you been up to though? I mean, when you talk the truth, you know, right now on the Morning Kick Show. What has 2020 been for you?
Truth is, we started this 2020 with a bang, and we did about 5 weeks on the road in the US, and we actually started down in the southern part of Africa there, down at Mauritius, and from Mauritius we went straight to California and did a nice little 4-week run of California with Taurus, and it was really a great, nice little, you know, early start to the 2020 music thing. But then, of course, Corona comes into play, and I think that is it for 2020.
Wow. So, well, I can say now, Dean. We're glad to touch up Africa and bless it up with some nice reggae music. So we know the music they are broad all over, and you know the Africans love the rhythm, you know.
Yep.
So that's a blessing by itself.
Yep.
Know? Also, I know coronavirus is here and has dampened a lot of spirits, has dampened a lot of businesses, and I mean the whole world is having to figure out a plan B, C, D, E, F right now, you know, as they responded to COVID-19. But even so, right now, you know, they're on the morning kick show. And you still send some good love and positive vibes to the people. And that's it's still a happen. When you know that, so 2020 still a happen on the air. And of course, I can just imagine you doing other shows online. But wait, you just don't know yet.
Yeah, well, when I say that, you know, we just talking about physical running. No, we're not talking about what will happen and what must happen, you know. Mm-hmm. You understand what I say to you? So we know, say, I mean, we are creative people, you know, and we're going to just create all kind of things as we go along. You understand what I say? But, you know, I was just telling you that what happened in the beginning, and so this is where we are now, and we just have to make use of what we have and continue with journey.
True.
So, you know?
What would you say? I mean, I saw a lot of online concerts happening now, you know, where entertainment is pretty much online. Instagram Live, Facebook Live, everything live. Recently, on Saturday, they would have had the One World Together at Home concert, where we saw a lot of the international artists and personalities coming forward and doing acts, you know, in celebration of our heroic health workers. And I think that's a big deal, and that's commendable as well for the entertainment industry.
Yes, it is, and I watched a couple of it. Yeah. And it was really, really nice, and you know, you saw some real excellent performances. But right now, there is music after Corona, and we better be prepared.
That is true.
To fall in line and kick it off after this. So, in the meantime, we have to use little of this downtime to reshape and redevelop and repair some of the damages done to this music and everything, so that we can start out, you know, late 2020 or early 2021 and up and so I think we are preparing ourselves to be ready.
Nicely said, Dean. Thank you so much for being on the Morning Kick Show. Boy, the people are gonna blare off now, you know, because you just start to mix up on the truth, right? It's on here, you know.
Yeah, man.
You drop it like it's, you know.
And before you go, truth is, a lot of people are not going to agree with the truth because they can't deal with the truth.
But one thing is certain as well, Dean, is that the truth must come out. So all if you can't deal with it and you choose not to deal with it, it's going to face you. The question is, what's your next step?
Well, just what one thing more you tell the listener them before you come off here is tell them, say, the truth, the right in eye conscience, you know. And tell them, say, try tell themselves a lie. Cool.
That would never happen.
Alright?
At times, them conscience when I talk to them, every time they even think of that lie, them can't do it.
Every time when a man thinks him I tell the truth, tell him to just try tell him conscience a lie.
Powerful.
Alright.
Powerful words right there from our reggae icon, saxophonist Dean Fraser. Blessings, one love, brother.
Thank you so much, Dean Fraser, for sharing with us on the topic of the truth. What is the truth? Tell me the truth, even when you don't want to hear it, right? I hope you guys heard all that he had shared and how important it is for us to practice the truth, be transparent, because at the end of the day, it is what really and truly sets us free, despite the controversy of whether or not it's going to imprison us to our own selves. Let's all start facing up to the truth as we continue to live in this world and continue to share knowledge.